not everybody is supposed to be healed. There is not supposed to be, you guys, okay, here. So, kind of girly 20, bunch of twos and zeros. I do believe in evolution, but not as the reason for the world existing. I believe that God created the earth and then the earth evolved from the original creation, which is why it's such a mess now because, things get messed up. Okay, you guys, we are live on YouTube, live on TikTok. We are running a couple of minutes late today. Like I said, I needed the charger and I had planned to do this and got stuck in traffic. So let's go. I'm legit SaraJane. Welcome back to my channel on YouTube. If you've been following along, we're doing a 28-day Bible study, Genesis through the Gospels. For those of you who are live on TikTok, just so you know, I do cover up the comments now at this point. So I don't get distracted by stuff like what kind of girly is saying. You guys are not here to talk and like, go ahead. Bye, Felicia. That's right. You said bye, Felicia, to me. Like it's going to hurt my feelings. Bye. Okay. We are on day 20 of 28 days. We will not be meeting or Sunday because I am going away to this conference and it's just not possible for me to jump on and do this just with the, all the stuff that's happening at the conference. Before I go on the Bible study where Jesus calms the storm in Mark 4, which is in the New Testament, I do want to comment. Christians for Trump said, repent everyone, God is watching us all and judgment is coming. I will say that is not the way that I choose to preach. I want to have a conversation. I don't want to just like talk at people. Okay, so we are in the book of Mark, which is in the New Testament. We are in chapter 4, which is the big number. I am covering up the comments on TikTok, so you can keep them coming, but I'm not paying attention. And because my ADHD is already in full swing right now. Mark 4, verse 35 through 41. So, okay, Jesus calms the storm. That day, when evening came, he said to his disciples, let's go over to the other side. Y'all, I have already been praying. I've already been talking to God, but I feel like I just need to, like, in the name of Jesus, by the power of his blood and the power of my testimony and your testimony, God, just, I ask that you send away any spirit that is not holy, any person who has a spirit on them that is trying to distract or destruct or destroy what we're building here and what we're doing here, Lord, just send them away. Just, let them go and have them come back at a point where they're ready to have an adult conversation. Lord, I just thank you for anybody who pops in today, even just for a second. I just pray you're covering over them and that you show up in their life in undeniable ways so that there is no question as to your strength, your power, and your love for them. Okay, so Jesus calms the storm. That day, when evening came, he said to his disciples, let's go over to the other side. Leaving the crowd behind, they took him along just as he was in the boat. There were also boats with him. So not just one boat went. This boat with Jesus already standing on it, because if you go back and you read the story before this, there were so many people at the beach that Jesus literally stood on a boat so that he could talk to everybody, like kind of used it as a stage so he could get up high enough that he could hear everybody. So he's already on the boat and he's like, let's just go. We're done. Like, let's go. Let's just go over to the other side of the sea or the lake or whatever. And there were other boats with him. A furious squall came and waves broke over the boat so that it was nearly swamped. Jesus was in the stern, sleeping on a cushion. So think about this. The God of the universe, his son, who also is the God of the universe, is asleep while this massive storm is happening. He knows it's happening. He's not stupid, right? He's in complete control of everything. And he's just like chilling. He's like, I'm not scared of the storm. Yet the disciples woke him and said, teacher, don't you care if we drown? He got up and rebuked the wind and said to the waves, be quiet, be still. And I'm just thinking out loud here, like this is not in the story, but my personal experience with children is like, this is like mom or dad is so mentally overloaded, exhausted, touched out, talked out, and just is like, I am going to go lay down in the bed. Nobody talk to me, right? Hi, Mary.
Am I weird that I brought a coffee cup?
No. I am. You want to say hi to everybody? Dad, Mary. Hi, everybody. I was just talking about, so Jesus is sleeping in the boat, right? When the storm comes. And I was talking about how like the disciples come and they say, teacher, don't you care if we drown? And he got up and rebuked the wind and the waves and said, be quiet, be still. And I just was thinking about how, like, as a parent, you're like peopled out, talked out, touched out. Your kids are driving you nuts. And you're like, this happened to me yesterday. I'm like, I'm just going to go lay down on the bed for 15 minutes, watch a movie, eat your food, just leave me alone. Right. And the kids came in 3 times. And you know what I did?
What?
I pretended to be asleep.
Oh,
I already had my eyes closed and Mer came in and I was like, she's like, Auntie. And I'm like,
it's kind of like when you make them play with your hair.
Yes.
It's really for you, but it's for them.
Yeah. And she turned around and went right back out. She came to tell me she had to pee.
They only need us when they like, I just can't.
Yeah. So I feel like Jesus was like, fine, okay, kids, like you don't trust me, fine, I'll shut up the waves, like I'll make it stop, and then I'm going back to sleep, right? Be quiet, be still. And then the wind died down and it was completely calm. And he said to his disciples, why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith? Like, I'm here with you. You really think God's gonna let me drown? That's not the plan. If you've read ahead, you know that's not the plan. Like, and they were terrified and asked each other, who is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him. So they knew who he was, and yet they were still questioning. And I think a lot of times for us personally, as believers and followers, we're in that same boat, literally, right? Like Jesus is like, I got you. And the devil's throwing storms at us and trying to wreck us and trying to tempt us and trying to change us. And we're, instead of going, we're with Jesus, like nothing's going to happen. Jesus is literally in this boat with me. I'm literally on this path or doing this thing with Jesus. And yet we worry that Jesus isn't going to protect us or isn't enough or isn't whatever. And we start to question these things that God, Jesus is like, fine, okay, I'll rescue you again, but I want to go back to sleep. Like, do you not understand how much faith you already should have at this point? And these are his disciples. And he said, it says they were terrified and asked each other, who is this? Like even the wind and the waves obey him. He's Jesus. He can do that for anything, but you don't think he's going to do that for you? I mean, come on, guys. So this is actually like a really short conversation or passage that we're doing today, which kind of worked out perfectly because he knew we needed to get on the road to get to our conference. Like I said, tomorrow and Sunday, we will not be going live. I'll be back on Monday to pick up where we left off. So we'll be on day 21, Jesus and the man with evil spirits, which I think a lot of you have questions about stuff like this. So definitely come back Monday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Bring your friends. We're going to be in the book of Mark still, but we're going to move on to chapter 5, verses 1 through 20 if you want to read ahead. So for those of you who are following along with us, go ahead and do your I will statement in your journal about what you will do based on the story. This hair, man. Based on the story that we read today. So maybe it's, I will realize that Jesus is in the same boat, that he's not way over there on the other side. And I'm like calling out to him, but he's literally with me while I'm going through this thing or struggling through this argument or whatever it is. Ooh, that cute, girl. I like that outfit. She always so cute. That's why all my clothes come from her closet. Hand-me-downs. So yeah, I am going to get on the road. I will talk to you guys more. You can leave comments on my YouTube channel, which is Legit SaraJane. You can go back and watch all the replays. You can message me on the Legit SaraJane website, or you can comment on any of my TikTok or Instagram videos and we can talk more there. Please keep it appropriate and respectful, and I will do the same. But I do want to have a conversation with you. I'm not here to preach at you. I'm here to talk with you and learn alongside you. So send your friends, make sure everybody comes. And also, I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel before I turn 40 on March 5th. So we got less than a month. And I would love to get 1,000 subscribers. So please head over there, subscribe, like, comment, send your friends. And if I get 1,000 subscribers, I am going to add one of my other courses, which is super exciting, and it will be free instead of paid. So yeah, send your friends, go like, subscribe, all those things. I will talk to you guys later after my weekend away. Bye. End stream.